G'day guys, welcome back to Reach Me or Teach Me. Some more comedy for you today. Brad Upton has been recommended. Now, I think I've seen some snippets of stuff as I've just been scrolling through socials and things. So I might have seen a few of these bits, but this is a 39-minute gig. I've definitely not seen that. I'll probably have to break it up into a couple of parts again. It's just too long to smack into one video. So, I don't know, maybe 2 parts of 20. We'll see how that goes. Don't forget to drop a like. Comment down below if you've got some more stuff you want me to see. And if you do like what you see, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Let's go.
How many are not under the age of 30? 20-somethings? Let me hear from the 20-somethings. Yeah. These are the dumbest people I've ever met in my life. Not personally, just as a group. Do me a favor, put some cash in your pocket, squeeze your debit cards every $1.17 purchase. I get so tired of standing behind on a mini-mart. That's $1.17. Here's my debit card. You don't have a buck and a quarter? I know they're dumber than people my age. You know, when I was growing up, we didn't have any childproof caps. You dropped a Coke bottle, it didn't bounce, it shattered. Our parents let us play with guns and knives and fireworks. You know what happened to the dumb kids? They didn't make it.
Survival of the fittest.
It's true. These guys grew up in a world that's childproofed and padded. All the dumb ones lived. Now they use debit cards, $1.17 purchases. You ever see what they're buying? Energy drinks. How much energy do you need in your 20s? Should be selling those at the retirement village. That's the target market right there. A couple of monsters and a Red Bull are gonna pick up that bingo game, I'm sure. B19, that's mine. A lot of our terms don't mean anything. I don't want to sound like a broken record. You know what that means, right? People under 30 never owned a record player. They don't know what that means. They don't know what that means. They don't know what that means. You still don't. You ever watch them on their smartphones? Can't put them down. Somebody calls, somebody texts, they need a tweet. Jeez, focus. You ever take a smartphone away from a 20-something? They don't know what to do. They look like they got hit with a shovel. It's like... I should have learned how to talk to people. The text never ends either. It's nonstop. Did you know in Seattle, I'm not making this up, there's a public service campaign going on. It's on the buses, in the newspapers, on the radio stations, telling young people, you cannot text 911. You have to call and use your voice. I wish I was making that up. Because apparently they've had trouble with it.
Wow.
OMG, someone's in the house. I am not ROFLMAO. These initials for everything you either take. It's all initials, end of a funny sentence, LOL. You know, we used to put initials at the end of a funny sentence. We used to write H-A-H-A. It's pronounced ha-ha, and it stood for ha-ha. Which is a much better way to say ha-ha than lol. You're not the first ones to use the initials, FYI. I make fun of the 20-somethings of their phones, but you know what? I'm as bad as they are. They're addictive. It's instant information at the end of your hand. It's hard to leave them alone, but I do miss the black, old-school rotary phones. You know why and what those are good for? 20-somethings, you're missing out on this. The older people remember this. End in an argument. Yeah. Remember slamming those down? Felt good to slam the phone down.
Fuck yeah.
You could let some aggression out. You know what? Kiss mine. Bang. Felt good. Can't do that with a smartphone. You kiss mine, beep, click. You tear your pants pocket out doing that. Now those old phones, there was a bell in there. You slammed it hard enough, you could ring it.
Yeah.
Look, I see some people nodding there, remember? You know what? Kiss mine. Bing. You guys know I did this? Phones used to be on the wall. I'm not making that up. I'll tell you something else. People used to call us. We didn't know who it was. I'm not making that up either, am I? Remember the phone would ring? You would run to answer it. You pull your hamstring getting to the phone.
As a kid.
Now you hear that thing ring, you go, whatever. And do you know why you would run? Listen to this. Do you know why you would run to the phone? Listen to this. Because if you didn't get there, there were no answering machines. look at you looking at me like, no way. And then you didn't know. You did not know. You'd stand like, who was that? And then, listen to this. You had to call all your friends, listen to this, on numbers that you stored in your head. I'm not making that up either, am I? No. All the old people in here, they know the number of the house they grew up in. Am I right? Yeah. Now do you know your spouse's number? No. Phones are smart. We're not.
Yeah.
Some kids are having trouble telling time now. They never see the face of a clock. They don't know how to tell time. Think about the crummy fighter pilots they're going to make. Enemy aircraft, 2 o'clock. That's in an hour. It is a pleasure to be here. I know a lot of you looking at me right now and you're going, I think this guy did my taxes. I'll do them, but you'll go to jail. Some of you are looking at me too going, this guy's kind of old. I get it. I'm reminded all the time that I'm getting older. The other day I got mad at this old guy because he was doing something old guys do, and then I got a good look at him and I went, oh man, I went to high school with that guy. This will wreck your day, make you feel 1,000 years old. You ever get on a website, you have to enter your own personal information, you have to scroll down to your birth year? Come on, you gotta be kidding me, really?
Yep. Yep.
I felt young the other day. I was in the grocery store. I was in the produce section all by myself, middle of the afternoon. Then the van from the retirement village shows up. All of a sudden, I'm the youngest guy in that store by about 30 years. I'm in the produce section. I'm the only guy fast enough to tear off those plastic bags. You know, there you go. You're welcome. Have a nice day. One for each of you. Hurry up. Jeez. You ever see the old folks try and snap those bags off? They get 20 or 30 on the floor. Remember at the mall, the old folks at the mall, you ever seen the old folks try and get on the escalator? They're standing there trying to time that step coming out. And when do you lose that skill? Does that just happen overnight? I mean, you just go to the mall one day and just go, whoa, that thing is moving right there. Here's a tip for all of you on the escalator. When you get to the top or the bottom, you don't know where you're going, step aside, then make a plan. How hard a concept is that for people to wrap their heads around? They get off the top, okay, which way are we gonna go? It's 400 people being force-fed up your backside. Move. I'm from Seattle. Marijuana's now legal. You can buy it in a cookie, so now I know how to shut up the neighbor's dog. There you go, Sparky. You better get out of the sun. You're about to take a long nap, my friend. You're looking around going, that's a good idea. I went to Hong Kong and Singapore, worked these English-speaking comedy clubs, spent several days exploring Hong Kong, but there was something different about the city. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Finally figured it out. You know what it is? No Chinatown. It's a stupid joke.
Yeah, man, this is a stupid joke. Still made me giggle.
I got here yesterday. We landed in Salt Lake City, took a Uber down here, and the guy had the radio on, and one of your local hospitals is doing an ad for their emergency room. Is that something you shop around for? An emergency room? Honey, I got my finger off the table, so I'm in the emergency room. Let's try that new place in Spanish for it. Get the Sunday paper, there's a coupon in there. If your finger's half off, it's half off. And then some mattress firm, some mattress store running an ad right now telling you can finance a mattress over 48 months. If it takes you 4 years to pay off a mattress, you can't afford a mattress. If it takes you 4 years to pay off a mattress, nothing will help you sleep better. You want to sleep better? Get a career where you can afford a mattress.
Crack up.
And how did the entire mattress industry decide from coast to coast the only way we can move this product is get a tattooed meth head out on the sidewalk with a sign and spin that thing around a few times? A mattress is not an impulse buy. You have never been driving home from work and went, I got to get a mattress on.
Yeah, thanks.
You know what? Every time I see that guy on the sidewalk, you know what I'm thinking? That's the owner's nephew. He told his sister, I'll give him a job, but he's not coming in the store. How about this piece of advertising? Ever drive by a business, there's a big banner hanging out front that says, underdo management. Has that ever worked and brought in a customer? It's always on a mini mart or an old motel. That's where you see that thing. Hey, honey, you know that motel on the old highway where those people got shot and they were making meth? It's under new management. We should check it out. You know what that sign should say? Still a dump. You know what sign I saw in my neighborhood? A handmade sign in a guy's front yard. It said garage sell. Oh. Sell. S-E-L-L. Garage sell. What kind of hillbilly meth head misspells the word sale? That word's everywhere. On sale, for sale, back to school sale, sale, S-A-I-L. It's nice to work in front of smart people, it really is. There are places in this country, they stare at me on that one. You spelled that all right. See this, the West Virginia State Legislature passed their roadkill bill, making it easier for the citizens of West Virginia to possess and eat their roadkill. Hey, honey, I'm leaving work. You want me to hit something? What a great DUI defense that is. I pulled you over, swole back there. You been drinking? I was hunting. Good luck. I have a website. It's bradupton.com. The only reason I tell you, I don't feel the need to put the www in there. Do we need to hear that on websites? www. They're all www. What's that short for, by the way? Right. World Wide Web has 3 syllables. www has 9. It's not short for anything. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Some of you guys are looking at me like the Taliban watching baseball. The NCAA said that all colleges with an Indian mascot had to get rid of their Indian mascot because it was offensive to Indians. The NCAA is headquartered in Indianapolis, Indiana. Slightly ironic. Did you guys watch the Olympics last summer? Of course you did. America did great in the Olympics. We had a great Olympic Games. That was great. You know, though, when you're watching the Olympic Games, you see the 8 fastest men in the world, the 8 fastest women in the world. I think we forget how fast they are. You know what I think they ought to do to keep it in perspective? Yeah. Pull somebody out of the stands and give them a shot at the goal. Section 32, row 6, seat 9, come on down. You're going for the goal. Some fat guy with a selfie stick. That is a 35-second 100 meters right there, ladies. You know what else I'd like to see in the Olympics sometimes? Just some athlete snap and lose it. Just lose his cool, like a diver. He's in 6th. It's his last jump. He knows he can't medal. He walks out there and goes, you know what? I trained half my life for this. I'm not going to get anything. Because the next day, no one would know who won that competition. Everybody in the world would know that guy's name. Be doing endorsements for the rest of his life. Do you know from 1900 to 1920, tug-of-war was an Olympic sport? Tug-of-war. I wish they'd bring that back. I'd like to see some big Russian steroid monsters against like the strongest guys from Somalia. Vlad, Sasha, check these guys. See the arms come off? I believe we won. Who's next? Mexico. The Mexican team. Tug-of-war? I thought you said taco war. Es muy bueno. 2010, I was in Vancouver. I got some tickets for the Olympic Games, and I got to see luge, and they were interviewing this guy, this luge legend, 38 years old, been in 4 Olympics, going to retire after the Olympics from luge. I thought, how do you retire from that sport? It's laying down. It's not like you're going to lose a step. It's laying down. Laying down is the only skill you get better at every year you're alive. and eventually you master it. You can send a corpse down the hill and get a great time. The stiffer the better. Like, oh, Grandpa's going for it. Look at him.
Oh, man.
Then I had tickets to go see biathlon. You know what that is. Cross-country skiing and target shooting. How do you put those two oddball events together and come up with a sport? Hey, I know. Let's run the 110-meter high hurdles and change the brakes on a 79 Plymouth Fury. I'm the world's best. I interviewed the American. He was ranked 20th in the world, and they asked him, what are your chances? And I thought, you know what? You're skiing through the woods with a rifle. Pretty good. I'm coming out of the woods in first place under those circumstances. I'm low on ammo, but I'm in the lead. Did you guys follow me on that one? I shot everybody. You know what needs to stop in this country? Any kind of restaurant, going to like an Applebee's, one of those chains, this is so annoying, where the staff sings happy birthday to somebody. Yeah, look at your nod. Why do we do it? Everybody involved hates it. Staff hates it, diners hate it, birthday boy hates it. You know who likes it? Birthday boy's friend. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one idiot enjoying that moment right there. They're like the arsonist at the fire, like, I caused this.
As some of you may know, it was my birthday on the weekend, and my best mate did exactly that to me. Not at a venue or anything like that, but yeah, at our cricket game on the weekend. Made both teams stop and sing me happy birthday, jerk.
Speaking of birthdays, I was in a Hallmark store that day looking at birthday cards. Have you seen this? Hallmark has a line of birthday cards now for people turning 100. How many of those do you think they sell in a week? Those cannot be flying off the shelf. And if you have to buy a card for somebody's turn 100, put that off to the last minute.
That's a day before job.
It's okay to laugh at that. It's not like they're here. They're at the casino. This happened in Seattle a few months ago. A guy got killed on the interstate. He was driving the wrong way down the interstate. And the police spokesman was quoted as saying, we don't know how fast he was traveling, but the posted speed limit on that section of the highway is 60 miles an hour. If you're driving the wrong way down the interstate, all the speed limit signs are silver. I don't think speed's your biggest worry at that point. Hope I don't get a ticket. I was flipping through the channels the other night and I came across a senior golf tournament. I thought, who's watching seniors play golf? Who has that kind of time in your life? You know what I would watch, though? Senior cage fighting. I don't think I could sleep if I thought that was on. A couple of 20-year-olds in the cage, they're going to fight again in a month. A couple of 80-year-olds in there, that's a death match. Tap out, crap out, nap out. That's how that's going. You ever see these kind of stories? Somebody gets killed, kind of tragic circumstances. Maybe they were rock climbing, fishing, skydiving, they get killed. And people always say this. I know they mean well. They go, at least he died doing something he loved. Which to me is the cruelest irony of all time. Because if I told you I was going to teach you how to fish, you're going to love fishing. You're going to fish almost every weekend for the next 30 years. But eventually, you're going to fall off a boat and drown. You'd go, well, you know what? I think I want to learn how to draw. You want to be happy for somebody? Hope they died doing something they hated. Then they didn't have to finish. I want to die on Thanksgiving weekend at my in-laws' house. Then I can ruin that weekend for them one time.
Oh, that's so good.
You ever hear I died under those circumstances? I want you to be happy for me. Ah, that's great. He hated doing that. I got invited to a 70s theme party recently. I went to the Goodwill store to look for an ugly plaid jacket, and I found it. And as I got to the cash register, I discovered that Goodwill sells gift cards. Let me repeat that one more time. Goodwill sells gift cards. When is it ever appropriate to give or to receive a Goodwill gift card? Hey, I'm spending some money. Why don't you buy yourself something? Nothing new, of course. But I'm guessing there's a used crock pot or a t-shirt worn by a stranger in here with your name on it. If you ever have a card and a Goodwill gift card drops out of there, might want to rethink the relationship.
Yeah.
Look, honey, dinner for two at the food bank. The Goodwill store by my house last June said 50% off Father's Day sale. Nothing says I love you, Pops. Quite like, hey, Dad, jump in the car. We don't want to pay full price for the used stuff. If my kids ever take me to Goodwill on Father's Day, you know what I want for Father's Day? I want some new kids. I'm supposed to go to the Home Depot this weekend. I am not looking forward to that. I don't like going into the Home Depot. You know what?
All right. I'm going to pause it there. I'm going to pause it there at the end of the Goodwill jokes. Okay, cool. Very funny. Parts of that were a little slow, but of course it's a 40-minute set, so it's not just bang, 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 joke to joke, joke. So let me know, look, guys, if you do want to see more. I enjoyed that, but if you guys want to see part 2, let me know below. And if you haven't already done so, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video. It helps the channel out tremendously. And hopefully, we'll see you in the next one.